going to take this. The next panelist I have with me, Jasmine Sandewala. She is a BJP spokesperson. Jasmine, what do you have to say to what Tehseen Poonawalla said? What's wrong when it's a non-for-profit organization that is functional? It has been since 1938 that the Enforcement Directorate continues to hound the Gandhis. And more importantly, the case has been going on for 8 years. There's no proof that the Enforcement Directorate has been able to bring out.
Well, I begin with the history of this entire National Herald story. It was established in 1937 by Reverend Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and he was given land on concessional rates in India and to run newspapers. So 3 newspapers were being run by this association. One was, of course, the National Herald. One was a Hindi newspaper, Navjeevan, and the other was an Urdu newspaper, Qawmi Awaz. Now, what happens is the biggest, I have heard to Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla, and he's a great speaker, and I have great regard for him. In fact, I start feeling nervous when he's talking, because the man is brilliant. Now, I just want to say one thing. If the Congress has nothing to hide, it has nothing to hide. It takes a loan of 90 lakhs from All India Congress Committee and buys assets worth 50 lakhs.
90 crores.
When the value of that entire property, of that entire trust was 2,000 crores. I rest that case on that. Then there's another point. Why did Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi individually transfer their 38% each, respectively, stakeholders to their names? Why couldn't it go to the Congress party? Why do the Gandhis have to individually own the Congress party? The Congress party is definitely going to create hue and cry because the purse strings are controlled by the Gandhis. No wonder they're going on the roads. You see, when we say that they are grilled by the ED, with due respects to the Gandhis, every citizen of this country has the same rights. If I'm grilled or you're grilled tomorrow by the ED, no VIP treatment cannot be given to Robert Vadara. No VIP treatment can be given to Sonia Gandhi. We are all Indians, right from the rickshaw puller to the Prime Minister of this country.
Okay. So Jasmine, that's again I'm saying, this case has dragged on.
Last point, give me 1 second. Last point. They surreptitiously stopped publishing the newspapers or indulging in any publication activity in 2008. When somebody informs the Congress that the agencies are trying to fix them up, are trying to probe, they start republishing in 2016 because they were going to sell the assets. Now there is a huge line of discrepancies in this entire transfer of 38% stakeholding to the Gandhis, and I'm sure the ED is capable of presenting its case, and I have great confidence in the judicial system of this country.
Okay.
Let the Gandhis face the truth.
Okay, my question over here is that every single time there have been investigative agencies that have filed charge sheets and ensured that there are inquiries and probes that have taken place against alleged corruption cases by politicians. I think barring a couple of names that come to mind, there has not been a single politician that has been brought to book, that has been put behind bars. This case itself, National Herald case itself, has dragged on for years together from 2014 up until 2025. It's almost 10 years now. You take a look at what happened during the Arvind Kejriwal saga, where he was put behind bars and is out on interim bail. What really has come of the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI inquiries against him? So are we at this point of time just trying to create a lot of drama for the sake of it? Because this is this political vendetta, one political party against the other, and really nothing comes of it, where the taxpayers of the country, the citizens of the country are witnessing charges of corruption, of money laundering, of embezzlement taking place. But really no politician is worth his salt has ever had to face the consequences of his acts. Jasmine, would you like to answer that?
Yes, I would like to answer that. It's a very unfortunate system in our country. Because what happens is that cutting across party lines, when any time a leader or a politician of great stature is asked by the enforcement agencies in this country, we try to say it is political vendetta. We try to say, oh, they are witch hunting. I want to ask you one thing. You and I are middle class people who go to work. Is there any way, what is the system that if I float a company with a corpus of 1 lakh rupees, can I buy land worth 7.5 crores in 3 weeks' time? Will the Chief Minister, Mr. Bhupinder Hooda, transfer the land to my name in mutation and I sell that land for 65 crores? Only the politicians and the Gandhis can get away with this.
Okay. Tehseen, you want to make a point?